Welcome and good morning. Let us continue the present series of experiments designed by or suggested by Professor Verma in the innovative way of physics teaching. Okay, and way back in 2002 or 3, I visited one of his workshop at IIT Kanpur. There, he just wanted to know, do you know how much 1 Newton is? How big or how small 1 Newton is? In fact, we have had no idea about that. Before that, we thought it is only a theoretical thing, only in numerical we use 4 Newton force, 10 Newton force, 26 Newton force, like this. But how much is 1 Newton force, how strong or how weak 1 Newton force, that was not told. That was not told to us. But it was Professor Verma who initially told us this thing, and we are enjoying this. And after this, we have been telling our students that really what is 1 Newton force is. Okay, for that I am just explaining one experiment. You can see this is a pan balance, and here least count is just 10 gram, and up to 1 kg it can measure. If I just put my finger and give a little pressure, we can see it reading comes out to be 100 gram. 100 gram means it is 0.1 kg. 0.1 kg when multiplied to g as 10 meter per second square, we get 1 Newton. Always remember, g is 10 and m is your 0.1. That is mg equal to how much? That is 10. 10 into 0.1, that is 1 Newton. That means 1 Newton is very weak, very small force. I am just pressing a very little to this pan, and it is giving you 100. That means if I press like this, it means I am applying 5 Newton force. If I further give, it is 7 Newton force, because when reading is almost 700, it is 7 Newton force. And this is the first primary thing about Newton's 1 Newton force. Okay, with the same instrument, I have just tried to make something innovative. Suppose I am having this type of thing. This can also be one of the very important explanations of Professor Verma, that is action-reaction force. You can see this action-reaction force. Okay, that is one magnet is repelling other, due to which they are hanging in air. Okay, let us just make it a slightly different form, a little bit change. I am suppose measuring the weight of this. It comes out to be around 20 gram. Okay, I am measuring the weight of first magnet. It comes out around 800 gram. Sorry, around 80 gram. I am putting another one. It also almost equal 80 gram. That is, they put together. That is 160 gram plus 20. We can see it is around 160 gram only, and when we put them separately, we are getting almost 10 gram. 140. It is around, it is 150 gram, and 150 gram plus this makes just 170 gram. Okay, 150 plus 20 gram makes 170 gram. It's very clear. Well, I wish to know that Newton's law. What is Newton's law? First law is everything persists to remain in its state of rest or uniform motion. First law. Second law is the rate of change in momentum is equivalent to the force applied. And third law is every action must have equal and opposite reaction. Let us just explain. suppose I am placing over here. As usual, we can note down the weight or whatever we are getting on this pan balance. Okay, I am putting this in repulsive mode. That means the similar poles are facing each other. That means they are in repelling force. Force or repulsion is applied between them. If I just give a motion to upper one, what happened? You can see there is always some change in the reading of this needle. That means when we apply some force, then there is always some change in momentum. You can see the momentum of this needle is changed due to this application of force. And in general, we can say the rate of change in momentum can give us the force. This is Newton's second law. Okay, suppose I am not disturbing this. What is the meaning of this? It means there is no extra force. There is no force at all. We can just say that everything persists to remain in the state of rest or uniform motion until and unless no external force is applied to it. That is force of inertia. Here, it is the force of inertia because I am not touching it, I am not applying any force to this. That means it is totally in stationary state, okay, in the rest position. Okay. At the same time, when we move this up or down, we can see there is always some change in momentum of the needle. That means due to the application of external force, there is always some momentum change. There is always some change in momentum, and the rate of change in momentum is the force applied. We can count the time also, and with that effect, suppose we are counting this, we calibrate this into distance, and with time we can measure the speed, and speed multiplied to mass of any of the magnet, we can virtually measure the change in momentum and rate of change in momentum accordingly. Okay, that is the force applied. This is Newton's second law. First law is this one. I am not touching this. That means it is almost taken in the state of rest. And what happened to this case, when we can see that it is in equilibrium? It is in equilibrium means the upper one is applying force to lower one, and lower one is also applying a force to upper one. Does it is having zero weight as it is floating? No. It has its weight downward, and the lower one also its weight downward, and their combined weight is giving you the same reading as you see in the case of attraction. There is no change in the reading. If there is no change in the reading, then it directly means that during the repulsive mode like this, there is no change in reading, means the force of attraction is the force of repulsion of lower one is equal and opposite to force of repulsion by upper one. That means every action must have equal and opposite reaction. In general, what we have, that the action and the reaction, that they are in fact taking place simultaneously, and this is how we can say that yes, it is the same very experiment can give you the idea about all the three laws. That means the same apparatus, same instrument can be used to explain 1 Newton force, the concept of 1 Newton force, and also it can explain that Newton's second law is sufficient to explain all the three laws, that it is a complete law. Why? Because this arrangement is for Newton's second law, because we can change the momentum, we can apply force like this, and when we don't apply external force becomes zero, then there is no change in momentum, it is in rest position, Newton's first law. And here they themselves, these magnets are in equilibrium. ये जो इक्विलिब्रियम में है, ये किस लिए है? क्योंकि इसमें एक्शन और रिएक्शन एक दूसरे को कैंसिल कर रहा है. तो मैं इस वजह से बता रहा हूँ, एक ही इंस्ट्रूमेंट से आप देखिए, टीचर्स के लिए बहुत जरूरी है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एक है जो अपने क्लासरूम में बता सकते हैं. कि न्यूटन्स लॉ को इस क्लास में दिखाना चाहते हैं। 1 न्यूटन फोर्स क्या हो गया, हम अगर इसको प्रेस करें, जैसे 100 ग्राम में पहुंच गए, तो 100 ग्राम के मतलब हमारा 0.1 kg, 0.1 kg को जी को 10 मान के चलेंगे तो इट बिकम्स 1 न्यूटन। अच्छा, न्यूटन फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ मोशन, सेकंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन, थर्ड लॉ ऑफ मोशन में से हम जानते हैं सेकंड लॉ सब कुछ होता है, तो ये इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स एक्चुअली सेकंड लॉ के मोशन के लिए है। तो हम लोग ऐसे करके अरेंजमेंट देख लेंगे कि एक 2 रिंग मैग्नेट अलग लगभग एक ही वेट के हम लोग लेते हैं, एक ही साइज के भी लेते हैं, ऐसे इसको लटका दिया। तो देखिए लटकाने के रिपल्सिव मोड में इसे टच नहीं कर रहा है, लेकिन कोई वेट दिखा रहा है। तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि ऊपर वाले को वेट नहीं, क्यों, इसको जब मैं अट्रैक्टिव में रख देता हूँ तब भी देखिए वेट वही आ रहा है। इसके मतलब क्या है कि देर इज नो चेंज इन द वेट, वेट इज कांस्टेंट। तो ये फ्लोट क्यों कर रहा है, ड्यू टू रिपल्सन। ऊपर वाले नीचे को प्रेस कर रहे हैं, नीचे वाले ऊपर का प्रेस कर रहा है, तो वो ही रिपल्सिव फोर्स से ये इक्विलिब्रियम में है। वो भी एक न्यूटन्स के लॉ को बता रहा है, और जो इसमें मोशन दिखाते एक मैग्नेट को मूव करने से जैसे मोशन आएगा वो न्यूटन्स के सेकंड लॉ दिखाता है। और जब ये लटके हुए है तो इससे में एक्शन इक्वल टू रिएक्शन दिखा रहा है, और जो कि न्यूटन्स का थर्ड लॉ। ओके, in that way you have seen that how we can demonstrate in a classroom that Newton's law of motion as well as the concept of 1 Newton can be explained in the classroom also. That is it is not a very difficult one. You can very easily put that pen balance, although it is a little bit bigger, you cannot hold it in pocket, but it could be put inside a classroom and in a cover, and once it is taken out and then you just demonstrate this, the concept of Newton's law will be definitely will be clear to each and every students. ये एक ऐसा एक्सपेरिमेंट्स है जिससे कि डेफिनेटली एक स्टूडेंट्स को साथ साथ डिफरेंट टीचर्स को भी अपने जिसने देखा होगा उनको ये मिला होगा कि कैसे न्यूटन्स लॉ को हम लोग देख सकते हैं प्रैक्टिकली। तो इस तरह के अलग अलग एक्सपेरिमेंट्स है, चाहे वो टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन हो, चाहे वो आपका प्रोडक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव हो, फेराडेज लॉज हो, या आपका सिंपली इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक इंडक्शन हो, या एसी डीसी हो, या अलग अलग इफेक्ट वाला पॉइंट्स जो है हम लोग एक्सपेरिमेंट्स हम लोग देख सकते हैं। इवन सिंपल से एक्सपेरिमेंट्स है ग्रेविटेशन पर बेस्ड, कि ये ऊपर से नीचे फेंकने में टाइम एक ही लगता है, उसमें टाइम की जरूरत कहीं इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं है, लेकिन हम लोग दिखाते हैं। तो अलग अलग एक्सपेरिमेंट्स अलग अलग सीरीज में अलग अलग लेक्चर में हम लोग सब एक एक को देखेंगे, और मैं समझता हूँ यू विल डेफिनेटली एंजॉय this new series of lectures. This is totally dedicated to our mentor Professor H.C. Verma, and you will what I think that you have to enjoy this current video series, and please don't forget to like or give your expert comments or anything you would like to add, and please don't forget to subscribe. It is very very important, because then only you can get new videos, and for that you just put this bell button also, and with that I will just continue this series, and you will and make you in fact make you understood the basics of physics by means of experiment in the classroom. Thank you.